To log on to the customer portal, go to the Aurum website, aurumgroup.com. On the top right-hand side, click on the person icon. Now you will see the portal locations. You can choose a city depending on which location you are working with. Let's click on Calgary. It will bring you to the website here for the customer portal, and you can enter your user ID and your password. Your user ID is your account number, and the password is defaulted to your 10-digit phone number. No spaces, no dashes. Then click Login. If you don't know your customer number or are not sure if you have one, call our customer service line and we can help you find that information. For this video, I will log into a demo site. Once you are in the customer portal, you have the menu options here on your left side. And on the main screen, there are updates on lab products and services. At the bottom, it shows you different things that the customer portal does. At the very top here, it displays your customer ID, it will show your address and phone number. The next button is Accounting. Your options here are Make a Payment or View Purchases. If you click on Make a Payment, it will bring you to the payment website and you can select Canadian or US customer, and then you can move forward and make a payment there. The next option is View Purchases. You won't be able to see your full statements on here, but you will be able to see general purchases that will have the total value and include your credits and your remakes. At the end of each month, you will receive an email with your statement, which will give you all the detailed information. The next button is Cases. There is Submit Case, View Design Approval, and View Cases. We will go to View Cases first. This will list all your cases that you have sent to the lab, and each column will provide different information on that case. The first column here is Case Evaluation. If that box contains an icon, like this little notepad, that means you've completed the case evaluation for that case. The next one is your Design Approval. So if there's a design approval that is sent to you, it will be listed there. The next column here is Inquiries. So if there's an icon here, it means that there is an inquiry from the lab. If it is listed in red like this one, it is unread. And if it's listed in gray, that means that it's already been reviewed. Next, you can see if there is a paperclip icon in this column. If there is, that indicates there is an attachment. If you have sent any photos, prescriptions, or design files, you will see them here. Beside that is a menu. The drop-down list will allow you to click on different options depending on the status of your case. You can see the details of the case. You can upload files, you can view attachments, make a new inquiry, make comments, or print work order. The chat option is not available at this time. If the case is invoiced, you'll have a few more options. You can print documents, invoice materials, choose case evaluation, or request a remake. The next columns are basic information for each case. Case number, case status, patient name, date, estimated case arrival, which is not used by the lab. Invoice date is the day the lab invoiced the case. Requested return date, that's the date that you've requested on your prescription to have it returned to you. Total, which is the amount of the invoice. RX number, we don't normally use that field. Delivery status, so you'll be able to see the shipping status here. If it's on its way or delivered, you will be able to track it. If the case has shipped, the field will be blue, and you can click on it to view the tracking details, including a tracking number, which can take you to the shipper's site. Lab name, that will be the lab number on your statement. You'll be able to see the lab numbers on which account you are using to send work to. It will have the doctor's name. So if you have multiple doctors associated with that account, it will list the doctor, the address, and then the additional doctor's number. All that information is listed, and you can search in each field. Generally, you'll be using the patient name to search for a case. The next option under this button is View Design Approval. Design approvals and even photos of impressions or models will be here. You can sort this by accepted, rejected, and pending. When you do receive a design approval, it also goes to your email and you will have the option to click Review, Accept, or Reject. The last option is Submit a Case. You can submit a case from here. the first thing you'll want to do is go to the Service Center. It's a drop-down menu where you have 3 options: Aurum Ceramic, Aurum Crest, and Space Maintainers. Each service center provides different options for work requests. Aurum Ceramic is crown and bridge work. Aurum Crest is dentures and partials, and Space is appliances and orthodontic appliances. So make sure that you're selecting the appropriate service center to have the correct products populated for you. Start the submission by checking off New Case, Remake, or Adjust Case, and then you can go in and fill out all the fields that we have here. If there's a little blue line under it, that means it's a required field. So you must enter the patient last name, you must enter the shade, and you must enter the required return date and time. If the case doesn't need a shade, you can enter NA or shade to follow. 1 week is the default return date, but you can request whatever return date you need. Now you can select from the drop-down all the different products that are available. And if you don't see the product you are looking for, you may not have the service center selected properly. Next is Attachments. Here you can drag and drop, or you can browse to add your files. Make sure that you are selecting the appropriate file type: model scan, digital impression design, or photos and attachments. This is very important. If you mark a digital impression as a photo, it does not get assigned appropriately and could delay the case. Here you can mark off Rush, then you authorize the case. You can also create a template for anything that you want. It will save a template up at the top, and then you'll be able to use that in the future. So if it's the same prescription for the same product, all you need to do is edit the patient's name. There is an area to add comments. You can also review your account instructions. You can edit them if you need to for the specific case. You can update your account instructions in a different area further in the menu, which I'll show you. Once that is reviewed, you click Submit Case. As soon as the case is submitted, that goes directly to our customer care department, and our triage department will ensure that we are receiving a digital or an analog impression. Once that is received, we update everything accordingly, and then it gets put into production. The next button is Pickups. Use this if you need to send an impression or any other materials to the lab. Click on Schedule Pickup. Fill out the fields, pick up date and time, to and from, and how many packages. You don't have to worry about the weight. That will get adjusted by Purolator, and then any comments that you have, and if it's a rush. And then click Schedule Pickup. You will get a Purolator label that will print out, and it will notify Purolator to come do the pickup. If you are an account in the same city, you will have one of our drivers. Like this one says here, our driver. It will be notified into our dispatch for drivers, and they will come to pick up the package. The next option is View Pickups. Any of the pickups that you have scheduled, you can see them here as well as view the tracking numbers. The Resources button can access your files. You may have photos or any other documents here. Under Public Files, you will have your prescriptions, your checklist, your warranties, and user guides. Events and Education. We're not using that section, so if you do want to register for an event, you will have to go to our website and register there. Next is Preferences. Here you will be able to set up your alerts and notifications. Emails or text messages will alert you to when certain updates happen with a case. Customer preferences and product preferences can be added. You just click Add Preference, and there's a drop-down, and you can select whatever preferences that you want on your account. Every time a case is entered into our system and the work order is printed to go into production, your preferences will be noted. Then we have Messages. This is a message center and has all your inquiries and general messages listed. This is also where you would go to send a message. So if you do have a general question that's not specific to a case, it can be done in this section. If you want to find out information about a specific case, go to View Cases. Go to the menu, and here you can add new inquiry. That way, all the information is kept specifically with that case, and the technician working on the case can see all the notes and messages. Anything entered will be emailed directly to customer care and will be sent to the appropriate person to communicate with you. Make sure that that is done through this section and not through the general messages. Fulfillments. If you need to order any supplies, that will be right here. You can just click on Order Supplies, select what you need, and some will be sent out for you. Return labels. You can print off a return label here if you are not scheduling a pickup. Most often, you would schedule a pickup and then print off a label from there. Settings are basic account settings if you need to change or update any of your information. Or if you want to change any of the web settings. Staff access. If you do want different staff access, you can set that up here. The majority of our accounts do not have separate staff access and share a general login for the office. You can also reset your password here. If you have any questions or need assistance, contact your area's Aurum Client Concierge and we'll be happy to help you. And thank you for choosing Aurum for your dental and orthodontic laboratory needs.